Hi everyone, Pamela here, Butterfly Holistic Nutrition. How are you doing today? Have you recently visited my website? I post a ton of stuff there, some articles, some blog posts, some recipes. So if you are interested in learning about digestive enzymes, cortisol, how it's all related to your stress, to your overwhelm, to your gut issues, please go and check out my website and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Let me know. All right. Thank you so much for being here today with me and watching the replay. And today's Monday morning. How did well, it's not morning anymore, but it's Monday. So how was your week? How did your week start out for you? Did you have all the excitement about the week lying ahead of you? Or are you more like, oh my God, it's Monday, it's so long to Friday, I don't even know how I'm going to survive the week, right? Which one is it for you? Are you already feeling stressed? We're only one day in the week, but you feel stressed. You're overwhelmed already with what happened today, what's going to happen for the rest of the week. You know, all the chores, all the work stuff, everything you need to be doing. Is that really stressing you out? And then when you come home, you have all these cravings, like you feel cranky and you say, just give me the chips and give me the donuts and the double sugar cream coffee and whatnot, like whatever you feel is your jam. Is that you? Is that you on a regular basis? Let me know in the chat. If you say, oh yeah, that's me, raise your hands, let me know. And then you think, it's just too hard. It's just too hard. I'm having this all my life for several years now, and I just can't seem to get over it. It's just too hard, and all I really want to do is crash on the couch, give in to those cravings, feel miserable, but I just know it's not gonna go away. Is that you? There's a huge mindset piece too when we feel that way, and it is hard. Let me tell you, it is hard. I have been there too. I have been there where at 10 o'clock at night I just felt so miserable that I just said, I'm going to eat ice cream, and after that I'm going to eat chips, and if there's still chocolate around, it's mine. And if we keep doing this on a long-term basis, what's going to happen to our weight, right? Our weight's going to creep up. And if we want to lose some, it's not a good strategy for losing weight, right? Or we might be workaholics. That's an addiction too. Instead of cravings for food, we might have cravings for work. We feel like we're never done, or we shouldn't stop. And there's always more that needs to get done. So we bury ourselves in work, right? And try and compensate for that with the way we feel. And then also, once in a while, this nice word willpower creeps up, right? Yeah, right, is what I say to that. People keep telling, well, you just need the willpower and you're going to do it, right? You probably heard that. And then you feel like a failure because you says, why don't I have willpower? It's not going to work for me. I'm still eating the chips. I'm still eating the crap, right? Let me know if you can relate to that. Who has not had those feelings of, yeah, willpower is not my strength here. It's not working for me. And then when we have these weak moments and we have sugar in the house, we're doomed, right? We're doomed because we won't stop until we secretly ate all our stash, right? And the first thing we do next morning is we make sure we're going to restock, right? We hit the grocery store on the way to work just to make sure we have our stuff when we need it. Learning about our triggers is really the key here, because behind all of our misery, I call it, this vicious cycle that we've created for us, just let's recap. We feel stressed, we feel overwhelmed, and we get all these cravings. We lose trust in ourselves that we can actually stop. We see our weight creep up, we bury ourselves in work, we feel like we have no willpower, so our confidence is really low as well. And then we do all the wrong things. We stack up with the sugar what we shouldn't be doing, and it goes on, and it repeat, right? And all of us have been stuck in this cycle at one time or another. So it's not just you, it's like something a lot of people struggle with. But the importance is that we learn to overcome it. And the key here is, first of all, we don't quit, okay? We don't quit trying to tackle this. And we need to learn about our triggers. So why are we actually doing what we're doing? What's behind it? So if we start digging and going to the root cause of our behavior, because there's always something that's underlying why we behave the way we do. We're not a bad person. We're not a failure, fraud, an imposter, whatever we think we are. That's not it, right? It's something that's a little bit deeper, and we have to dig for it. And one technique I always teach my clients I work with is, at this moment when you feel like I'm going to need to eat all these things, or I'm going to bury myself in work, learn to understand what would really serve me at this time. What do I really need? And then we need to develop the tools to divert your behavior, right? At that moment, instead of going to chocolate, we do something else, and I help you with this. If you struggle with this and said, I really want to break this cycle, then you come to me. And here's the thing. If we do not break the cycle, what's going to happen? If we continue like this for the rest of our life, because we just think it's too hard, we want to quit. And quitting seems to be the better option because, those chips taste good and the chocolate tastes good and all these yummy things. But what's going to happen if we don't break that cycle, right? What's going to happen? Well, probably our health will suffer. Our health will suffer. We might have things down the road that are way more serious than just a few cravings now and then here, because we foster a lifestyle that doesn't serve us very well, right? Just think diabetes. Just think Alzheimer's, heart disease, all these nice things that you don't want to have when you get older. So we have to make sure we break this cycle at one point or another, whenever you're ready. But it's important that we do. And quitting is not an option here. Let me repeat that. Quitting is not an option. It does not need to be hard, okay? Once we find out what are your triggers, and once you understand what you can do to break this cycle, it's going to get easier from there on. It really does. And let me tell you, I'm telling you this because I have been there. I have done it. And I know exactly how it is to be in this vicious cycle and all the things you're telling yourself when you're in this vicious cycle. But once you've discovered those powerful healing tools, to figure out your own stuckness, like what's keeping you from really making this shift. Once you've figured this out, it propels you onto a new level of health and wellness. Just imagine you have total freedom because you are not dependent on food to feel a certain way. You're not getting scared when your stash is used up and you didn't have time to restack, and you walk around like a zombie and you feel really cranky, and the first thing you need to do is stop somewhere to pick something up. It's like you have total freedom. You can spend the day like you want it to. You won't be dependent on food. You won't be dependent on needing to work on being this workaholic. It's awesome. I can tell you only, it's so awesome. And you are more aligned with yourself. And then you don't have the needs to crave all these things. You're more aligned with your true being and the purpose you're here for in this world. So if you like to have some little help with this, or you like to talk to me in private about your own stuckness, and we're all in this together, right? Nobody needs to go through this on their own. Absolutely not necessary. So send me a message, comment on this Facebook Live. I'll get back to you, and I hope I hear from you. So no need to worry about the week that's ahead of you when feeling dreadful. There are things that can make your week wonderful, exciting, and you're looking forward to it, and you're aligned and you live the true life that you're meant to live. So I hope this was valuable to you and it helped you feel a little better and cheered up. I'm so excited to hear from you, so message me and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.